Hey guys, it's Kanisha with Peace, Love, and Faith, and I am so excited to share with you some breakthroughs that I've had recently. I have been I feel like I had an idea of where my life was going, and then God shook me upside down and shook me and was like, yeah, we're going to release a lot of attachment, a lot of misalignments, and really come into who you truly are meant to be. And I can feel the shift within me. So I am excited to be creating content again. I was not for really at all this last year. And this video is going to be on forgiveness because this is what I'm learning and coming to, and felt that I should just share with you guys because I know quite a few are moving through the same thing. My clients are moving through the same thing. And so, as a consciousness, we're all moving through this. So, it feels appropriate to share now. But this last year, I was in a connection that I was exploring as my twin flame. I learned so much about myself. And really, one of the things that I had to recognize was that when you're in the right connections, when you're in a connection that actually gives to you and doesn't take from you, you should have the energy to do the things that you love to do. You should have creative energy to be able to create and to be able to allow yourself to really fulfill your needs in every way. And this connection that I was in actually really took from me. One of the things I had to learn, and that I'm learning to forgive myself for, was that I realized I had this pattern where I would stay in connections longer than I should. And that was because I felt that I was somehow getting validation that I was lovable, valuable, worthy enough from these people. If I wasn't receiving that from them, I automatically assumed that I wasn't lovable enough, valuable, and I was trying to get them to, in a sense, change, I guess. I guess I don't even know if that feels wrong saying it that way, but if they changed and showed me these things, then I was now worthy, valuable, and lovable. But because this connection and previous connections weren't my true twin flame, then I wasn't able to really see myself clearly there. And it wasn't until I recognized, just this last, I want to say it was in April, I came to this realization that why am I sitting in this relationship where it's not an equal give and take? There's not a reciprocal energy. And I truly am not valuing myself here. And I'm actually betraying myself by not valuing myself. I am putting myself last in this situation. I'm putting all of my attention and focus on this situation. It's not balanced. It's not loving or giving in any type of way. I'm actually doing all of the giving, which feels really bad because I am the divine feminine and we receive, okay? And as we receive our divine masculine, we give to our divine masculine. And as our divine masculine gives to us and we receive from them, they feel received. And so these are things that I just was not really quite paying attention to due to attachment. So I had to sit with this part of myself and make the choice to truly forgive myself. And at first, I was not seeing it until this person who has been in my life for quite some time, even as a child, or not even a child, as a teenager, this person had really reflected how I felt about myself as a teenager, which was not nice. And I learned to forgive that part of myself. But also, having them in my life this last year had me really reflecting over some things of I really desire a partner who is evolving and changing, because I'm choosing to always evolve and change. I'm choosing to really look at places where I have created the same pattern and where I really desire to change. And then I had to ask myself, am I actually willing to change in this space? Am I doing the things to actually make the change in this space? Or am I just saying I'm going to and then staying the same? And as I did that, the person that I was exploring as my twin flame, but revealed himself as was not changing whatsoever. This person was staying exactly the same, treating me exactly the same. And actually, as we went deeper into the relationship, another place where I had to forgive myself, this person actually became more just resistant and more just not nice. Like, I don't know how to say it besides, like, I have to just honor that was their role in my life, was their soul was came here to teach me something. And so I had to choose to not take it personally and just receive the lesson, receive the gift that he was giving me. And once I received it and really received it and just allowed myself to learn from it, I was actually able to let go of the relationship very peacefully, and we were able to go the different directions in a very peaceful way. That's actually how you know that you've healed the whole lesson and learned the lesson. It's because it dissolves out of your life peacefully and not in this traumatic, contrastic way. You always want to love all of the lessons and opportunities come to you. You want to love them completely. That's how you transcend the upset. And so as I loved it completely, we were able to transcend the upset peacefully and go our different directions. And we had learned that we learned a lot from each other just from being in each other's lives. But the main one was not staying in a place where I wasn't being received and loved and valued in the way that I should be, and really seeing myself as the prize. Okay, and not in a conceited way, as in like a way of like, I have so much to offer and to give. I have so much love to share. I love deeply. I love unconditionally. I really work on focusing on how to make myself the best version of myself so I could show up as the best version of myself for the person, the partner that God has created me for. I continue to pray for my husband, whoever that may be. God has been revealing some things to me, and I have to trust the process. I have to trust what he's showing me. I have to trust what is coming up and allow it to unfold. But a big one was forgiveness, and that was not shown to me. Well, it wasn't like I wasn't really seeing it until like my mirror was in front of me, and the person that God is having me explore at the time, at this moment, was kept bringing up forgiveness. And I was just like, okay, there's something here, because it's in my reality. I can either act like this has nothing to do with me and everything to do with him, or I can receive what is being shown to me here. And so as I sat with the forgiveness, what I first started to do was like, okay, well, let me look at all the people I have yet to forgive. So I'm over here forgiving all these people, blah, blah, blah. And then I remember him saying along the lines, like, the hardest part is forgiving myself. And then I was like, well, what do I have to forgive myself for? And I was kind of in denial in this space, I'm not gonna lie. And then because I choose to ask for help, I always ask my spirit guides, my angels, God, my archangels, like, what am I not seeing? Can you please show me this block here so that I can heal it? Because if I don't, I can feel this dissonance within myself, and I can feel this wall with this person that I'm exploring as my twin flame. And I was dead asleep. I want to say this was last Friday. I was dead asleep, and I had only been asleep for like 3 hours. And I usually sleep a consistent like 6 to 8 hours. And so I was woken like up, like I felt myself be like, I just opened my eyes and I'm like, I am awake. And I tried to go back to sleep and I just couldn't. So I was like, all right, Spirit wants to talk to me. So I grabbed my cards, and I love these cards. They're called my chakra deck here. Totally one of my favorite decks. And I just asked what Spirit wants me to know. What does my twin flames higher self want me to know? And long and behold, the forgiveness card came out. And I was just like, okay, well, let me sit with this one, because apparently I have not healed whatever has come up. And what I just explained to y'all about valuing myself and where I was betraying myself and where I was not honoring my divinity and who I truly am at the core, and just kind of forgetting who I was, like, Kanisha, like, hello, like, do you remember who you are, kind of energy. And I had to go within myself and forgive myself deeply, really let go of judging myself in this place. That's another thing that this person I'm exploring is showing me, is where I still hold deep judgment towards myself, where I still have a lot of hurt in my heart that I just didn't really want to look at or like sit with. And then also looking at this place where part of me wanted to be really selfish, but then the other part of me wanted to be really selfless. So I had to sit with this part of myself and acknowledge all of the things that were coming up without judgment, and just allow myself to feel through them. And as I did that, I also found that there was a lot of motherly healing that had to happen there, where I was judging my own mom and where I was judging myself as a mom, because I was attaching to the choices that her and I had both made at some point in our life. But I had to realize that I needed to release attachment, one, to her choices, because her choices are her choices, and her choices are based off of what she knows and what she's learned. And I can have compassion for her, or I can judge her. And to judge my mom feels really bad. So I realized too that I was judging myself. So as I reflected and turned that on myself, I had to recognize where I was upset with myself about how some of my choices had unfolded. And once I acknowledged that and forgave myself, 1111 as I say that, I realized that I believed that somehow God messed up in my life. So then I was now realizing I was actually upset and angry with God. Yeah, that one was hard. But luckily, God is such a loving God, and He would rather you be angry and upset with Him than one of His children. So I just sat with myself and got clear on why I was angry and upset. A part of it was how my family unfolded, and how my family was created from the ground up, in a sense of it wasn't in a way that I desired it to be, but it was actually perfect for my journey. Being a mom at 21 was not what I would have written in the books for me, but I feel like having children at that age really put me on the right path from where I was and where I was headed to where I am now. Having children really is what helped me desire to heal my childhood trauma, to heal patterns that I had picked up from childhood that just were not serving me. And I was really sat with just how God led my life and how it was actually really perfect for me in every way. And it was just me judging what I thought it should look like instead of trusting that everything happened for a reason. So yeah, it required deep forgiveness of, again, a lot of judgment and a lot of just feeling like I should have done things differently. But all I can do is just respect my experience and completely accept and love myself in that area, and then just choose to make choices from a space of love and following my heart space instead of a place of fear and like following my head all the time. And so I was just really, really grateful that the person I'm exploring as my twin flame literally like brought all these things up in one conversation, where I'm just like, this is a lot for me to like unpack right now. But once I sat with a lot of the things that he said, I was just like, wow, these are things that I could not see, but because my perfect mirror is now in front of me and bringing up all of my like deepest fears to bring to the surface, not to upset me, not to hurt me, but for me to heal. And as I've moved through them the last few days, I've not only felt a deeper sense of peace within myself, but I feel my energy coming back to me. I've been doing more creative things. I have been doing more content, not only on here, but on TikTok. Like I have been, I'm in a leadership position for Twin Flames Universe, where I lead the Instagram team, and I can see where I'm really embracing that part of myself, where I'm leading and I'm teaching and I'm coaching and I'm just loving the life that I'm starting to build now. And when you have the right person in your life, your divine counterpart in your life, those things will start to balance out and start to really allow you to step into your authentic self, especially if you choose to heal. Now, if you call on your twin flame and you're not trying to heal, it's not a good idea. Don't do that, because again, they're going to mirror all of your deepest upsets. But if you're healing, then they're going to also mirror all of the unconditional love that you give to yourself and the love that you give out. I've never had someone reciprocate the love that I give out and give to myself until I met this person. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm pretty freaking awesome. So that was something that I just really desired to share with you guys because it was such a profound healing. I feel like I've like healed lifetimes in just 30 days, which when I really sit with it, I'm like, wow, him and I have been through a lot in 30 days, and I have to be really compassionate with what we're moving through and really give him space to move through whatever he needs to move through, and then allow God to move through us and lead our union and to allow it to unfold the way that it needs to, instead of trying to control and make it look the way that I want it to look. That's been a really big lesson for me, is releasing control and just trusting the process. That, you know, as divine feminines, we like things to go our way a little bit. But anyways, so I hope this is helpful for you guys. Just invite you to really look at places where maybe you haven't just looked at yourself authentically and honestly, and choose to really forgive some of your past choices. That way you can clear that energy and allow new energy to come in. August feels really abundant and loving and supportive. There's a lot of change happening. I can already feel it. And the best thing that you can do is just release resistance, relax, and enjoy life. Our only job, I'm learning, y'all, is that we're meant to feel good. That is our job, is to choose to feel good. If we don't feel good, look at it, give yourself what you need, love yourself there, and choose to feel good. Your choices are so powerful. And then also looking at your concepts. What beliefs are you holding on to? Are they in alignment with the things that you desire and that you want? If they're not, then we need to make new beliefs there. Sleeping with affirmations on at night have been huge for me, but really the mirror exercise has been really crucial for me. And being in ascension coaching, sometimes my coach can see things that I just can't see, and I'm so grateful for them because they have helped me just heal and grow so quickly. And then the last one is enjoy your life. Enjoy your life, okay? You're meant to enjoy life. So I hear my dinner ready. Gonna go take care of my babies. I hope you guys have a great night. Please like and subscribe. I will see you soon. I love you guys. Bye.